Like she said, I'm Michelle Miller. I'm a moderate to severe disabilities resource teacher. And I have, quit looking at me. I have 8 kids total. And this year I wanted to do something where they could do more hands-on activities. My kids love crafts and they love cooking, and like we would do hot chocolate and cookies sometimes, and they just love the stirring and just the measuring and stuff like that. So I talked to my director of special ed, which is here today, and he told me about another local school, which they're here today too, who did cooking. And I thought, well, that's exactly up our alley. And I'm nervous. I'm sorry. I was running late this morning. So I thought, how am I going to do this? A budget for a stove would take every dollar I had. So he told me they use hot plates and they use toaster ovens and microwaves. And I thought, oh, that's great. I could afford that. And then I would have a grocery budget. So I applied for the grant, and luckily we got it. And we tried to come up with a clever name, and we thought, well, what can we call this? And so we finally came up with Incredibles, like edibles. And it took a few weeks to know if we got the grant. And I told my kids about it. I said, we may get to do this. And they're like, oh, that would be great. And I said, if it doesn't work out, maybe we could still I had a microwave. And I said, maybe we could still use some stuff. So the day we got the grant, they all jumped up and down. They were so excited. And you can see in this picture, this was the day that I went to the Walmart and got our tools and our cooking appliances and stuff. And they were just jumping with joy. It was like Christmas. They were so excited. So that's what I brought today, was just the pictures and how we're beginning. And we started cooking just a few weeks ago, and we're starting easy. And like we did pizzas, and the crust is already made, but maybe next time we'll actually make the crust and mix the water and do things like that. So, so far so good. They love it. Every Friday's our cooking day, and they're so excited. They're like, what are we going to cook? So we budget the day before, and we decide how much money we have, what we can get with the money, what they like to eat. And a lot of them they love that input. They love to be able to say, well, I want to cook this, or I know how to cook this. And our main goal was to build their self-confidence. A lot of my kids aren't confident in themselves, and they think, well, compared to other kids without disabilities, I can't do that. And I always tell them, you can do anything you want to do. You may be successful at your own rate. You may not be able to do exactly what another kid can do, but you can do what you're able to do and what you try your hardest to do. So that's the goal of our cooking club, is to build their self-confidence and their self-worth. And we actually are going to we've already arranged with our 4th grade class, our regular class, to cook for them on a Friday. And we're going to cook whatever. We're going to let them have input too, and whatever they want. My kids are going to cook it, and they're going to get to eat it with them. And so that'll give my kids a sense of pride and a sense of accomplishment. So that's basically it. And I'm going to gauge our success on our pre and post inventory. I already gave them the pre-inventory, and you can grade it, and it gives you a certain percentage of how self-confident you are. And when it's all said and done, I'm going to do a post inventory to see if that's indeed increased. So, any questions?